I wanted to do a video on how to use Builderall. They have some interesting plans. If you just need a simple website, um, this is one way to go. So the Cheetah is $16.90 a month, and it's good for up to 2,000 subscribers. So if you have a smaller list and you don't think you're going to be getting more than 2,000, this is a great way to go. Otherwise, the next one up is $76.90 a month. So this one also gives you one domain and 3 subdomains. So that's kind of interesting too. Anyway, I'm going to log into my account and I'll show you how easy it is to build a page in this. So you've got latest projects. So what I was working on recently, this is to start a project, and you can create a website, a store, checkout page, and then you got your tools. So the Cheetah website builder is what builds the pages. They have a autoresponder email service that you can use. They do some SEO for you. There's a DNS manager for your domains. They also have a calendar that you can schedule events for, so that's included in that. And some other things here. So what I'm going to do first is show you what I worked on, and then I'll show you how to build a page with this. So I have pages set up for a funnel, but it's not a real funnel because they don't have real funnels in this cheaper version. So what I did was use some of their templates. So we'll take a look at these. So the ways this works is when you click on add, you can either add a panel, which is this background here, and it'll give you a size and all that. And the other thing you can add is an element. And these are all the elements they have. So if you want text, down here is contact form. It's in alphabetical order. So image is down here under eyes, lists, menu, quiz, so video, a lot of different things here. And so I can push that away and show you this page. And so these are just the elements. And so if you click on them, then you can edit. So you double click on it and then it brings up the editor here. So then you can, change things around, and you can use the bold thing. They have the font, what font you want, size. So they've got everything here that you need. Color of the text. And then if you use one of their templates, then you get different things here. So like if we want to preview this, So you can see this page is already built, and I'll just show you what it looks like on the outside. So there's fun things there. But this was from a template, so I just filled in things and added a few things. So that's that. So we go back to editor here. So for instance, if we click here, background, we can edit that element, and these things will come up here. And for example, background, see you can have a gradient, so you see how it goes from this color over to this color. So that's something that you can do. You can have an image in the background, and that's that. So there you go. And you can do a button. So like if I pull this out, you can add a button right here. So let's go create a new page. Back to this. I'll just call this test. And most of the stuff you can add later. So we want a blank page. Click Save. Okay, so there we are. So now we're going to edit the page. And so they tell you what to do. Add a panel to start building. So we're going to add a panel. And you can have different kinds of panels here. That's kind of interesting. So like a 3-step thank you page, animated video, business banners, calendar page, checkout page. So then this is kind of also templates that you can use. Let's just, for example, click the landing page one, and then you can see that they have different landing pages that you can try. And let's just click on one. And there we go. And so then you can go in and edit this by double clicking. New guide. And okay. And away from it. And let's say you don't want something, you can just put it in the trash. Let's delete that. And this is an image. So it says what it is up here. So that's kind of nice. So let's say you want to change the image. So we go to General Settings. And here's the image here. So you click on Change Image. And I'll just select an image here that kind of goes with that color scheme. So that's that. And then under sizes, you can change the size. So we want to change it to about 350. Okay. And maximum width for a tablet is 500, so you don't want to go over that. And you can even make it kind of transparent. Look at that. So you might want to do that for some kind of decoration. You can have a border around it, a shadow. So those are the different things with the image. So you can also pull this out and work on that the same way. So if you've got that open, then it's just going to go to those same settings right here. So either way, sometimes I like to push it back just so I can work here. Now let's just say that we want to add something. So this is the panel here, and we want to add some text. So first we have to decide the how big you want the text. So let's say we want a title 5. So then you get this little thing that'll move it, and you can just put it wherever you want. And so this can move around, which is kind of nice. The page builder that I have, Optimize Press, you can't really do that on a template. Anyway, you could even move this up, or have this be over here, move this down. So there are things that you can do with this. So they just have space holders for these templates. And all the element, if you go back to add, when you go back, it'll default to the last element you use. So then you have to hit return to go back here to pick something else. So for example, a button. So if we want a button, then it's going to give us several kinds. I like the rounded kind. You'll see now that you've got the crosshair, so that means that you want to just place it somewhere. And I think you have to place it. It wouldn't let me scroll, so I'll place it right here. Take this out. Take that out for now. Yes, delete. And then you can do things with this button. So, here are the different types of buttons. And if you click on the edit, then you're going to get all these edits. So there's the size, height. We didn't want it that high. And then you can have a border if you like, slight border. You pick a border color and border shape. Guess we want a line. So there's different things you can do. Then we have the headline. So here is where the text goes. Let's see, get your guide. There. And you see how this changes here. Now that's kind of small, so let's make it bigger. You can do that. You can change the color. This is the font, so change the font. Down here, you can change the color. And you can center it. It's already centered, but you could put it left or right. You can have a subheading. So let's say we want a subheading. Don't delay. Okay, and maybe we want that just a little bigger. And mobile, you want it bigger for mobile. And then you can have a shadow. So say we want a shadow on this, and the color of the shadow is going to have to be dark. And vertical offset. So that offsets it. Got a horizontal offset too. And then let's say we want it more blurred. And we want the spread to be less. So there you go. So anyway, those are the different things you can do with a button. And, if we want to add a panel, we can just go back up here to add a panel. And it's always going to add one below, but we don't want a landing page. We want a blank panel. And so then there's a panel, and here's a text box. And so you can do whatever you want in this. And of course, you can change everything on here too. Change the font. There we go. Change the heading. Change the size. Make it bold. And you can even link it here. So this comes up and you just put the URL in. Where you want it to go. And you can select open in a new tab or open in the same tab. I usually choose this one. And there you go. So now that is hyperlinked. And let's go back to add and get another element. So the box is where you can enclose something. So like if you have some things that you want on this side, and then you have some things on this side, you can put them in this box. And then they'll stay together. And then when you're done, like I could put this in the box. Oh, let's make another one. Let's add element. Let's add text. Okay, so we'll just put something in there. Come on. Takes a minute. Okay. So then you can move this around and you can make it smaller too. And let's say we want an image in here. Back to images. And the way we do an image is you can select a horizontal one or a vertical one. And you see now we have the crosshair, so we can put that in here. And then you edit it. And under general settings, this is where you can change the image. So let's just change this image. Let's change it to this one. And let's say we want that there. And then over here, we want this to get this out of the way. We want this the same size. And it's going to have something else in there. We can move our button down. Let's move our button down here. There we go. Let's just say that. So then what you can do is you can go back to this thing. And when you click on edit, it'll go to the box. Then you go to background, solid color. And if we just want white, we can just go in here and put white. That's white. And maybe you want to leave that box, but here's the thing. See, with the box, see, you can see that's white there, but it moves everything that's in the box. So that's what's helpful when you're using a box, is that you can put things in it and then move it around. Now, if you want more space, there's a way to do that. Like, let's say we want less space there. But you can't do anything about the bottom. So the only way to get more bottom space, unfortunately, is to add a panel. Because the panel's always going to go below. So once you have that panel, now you can come down here and you can grab this panel and you can pull it down. So you can make it bigger and put more things in it. Now, the nice thing about the panels is that you can have a different background color for the panels. So a lot of times, you may want to have a contrasting color for it. And so for that, we just go into here and go to the background settings. So now we're editing the panel here. And background settings. And let's just say that we want some kind of color here that's, you can either put a color in, and it'll turn that way, or you can pick something. So then, when you're scrolling around, you have more of a contrast. And of course, then if you have words that are on here, you may have to change the color so that it comes up. Gotta highlight it first. Just to white, and it's going to show up better. And you notice it still has that hyperlink. So anyway, this is one way that you can create a nice one-page site or a few pages. You can put in your um, email service link here. So this goes to the Mailing Boss form. So if you set that up, then you'll be able to pick which list you want them on and that kind of thing. So again, you can change all of this stuff too. So anyway, that's how you create pages in Builderall's Cheetah um, Cheetah account. That's the least expensive one. That's for people just getting started. That's a great way to go. Okay, hope that was helpful.